East Coast be like the brutally honest, no social cues autistics. They're like, look at those sandals. They make your feet look fat. You know, it's true. But speaking of, where my fellow neurodivergents at? Make some noise. We can fill up hella short buses in here. That's awesome. But you know, a question that I have is, okay, so who here was diagnosed as a kid? Make some noise. Okay. Who here was diagnosed as an adult? Are we doing okay?
No.
No, it's a whole different experience. It really is, you know? Like, and I imagine that a lot of us got bullied, right? Am I right about this? Like, no? Okay, we know who to find after the show. We're gonna get reparations tonight. No, but I was bullied severely as a child, and you know, some people don't believe me when I tell them that, and I think it's because of the way that I look. Like, I remember some dude, I told him, and he was like, nah, like, you're too hot to have been bullied. Like, you were probably bullying people. And I was like, you think so? but no, I got bullied so severely. Like, I remember one time I told the kids in my class that I hated the sound of nails on a chalkboard. You know, sensory hell, right? So they all made a group and decided to bring in a chalkboard from home. And the whole entire day, they started scratching it and chasing it around under the tables, everything. It was horrible, you know? And because of that, I got diagnosed with PTSD. I did. But to make myself feel better, I just say it's positively terrific sexy disorder. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But you know, it's like, I really wonder, I was like, why did people bully me so much, you know? But then, you know, thinking back, so you know how neurodivergents, we have like sensory things that bring us comfort, right? And sometimes they can be a little weird. Like what are someone's like sensory comfort items? Chest hair. Okay. Okay. What else? Headphones. Super normal, right? Blankets.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the thing that brought me comfort, totally normal. Y'all, I don't know what that was. Mine was the smell of my mom's armpit sweat.
Oh! Someone's kinky.
Someone's kinky? No, but see, like I didn't think it was weird at all. Like, and my mom was just like, whatever, you know, it's fine in the house, I guess. But like, I would always just like walk in the room and be like, yo, let me get a hit of that. And you know, I didn't understand that this was not a socially appropriate thing. So then when I had my first sleepover, I was so excited. I was so excited. Oh God. I was so excited, right? And then so they come over, and then I call my mom in the room. I was told that sharing was caring, but I guess not. I went over to her, I raised her arm, I smelled her armpit, and said, y'all gotta try this. And then I'd be like, why was I bullied? I wonder, I really wonder. But, you know, it's like, I just think that so much trauma could have been avoided for us if our parents were maybe a little more curious about why we behaved the way that we did, right? You know, if we got a diagnosis a little bit earlier. Like, I remember another thing about me is that when I was a kid, I would always love to hide under the table at the restaurant. You know, because it's very overstimulating, there's a lot of people, you know, and it was just like a safe space. Did anyone else do this?
Yeah.
Yep. See, she's trying not to crawl under this table right now. I see her. It's okay. Safe space. But no, so I would do that all the time. And so instead of like questioning this behavior, being like, oh, why do you feel the need to do this? Like, you know, are you scared? They were like, no, we're gonna scare this out of her. We're gonna scare the neurodivergency out of her. Yeah, because that's how that works. So my grandmother decided to order a lobster, right? And so she was gonna take the lobster, she manhandled it, right? Went under the table and went, didn't scare me. Because the claw stabbed me in the forehead. It's safe to say lobster is not one of my safe foods. My safe foods. But you know, a different thing about being neurodivergent that we struggle with is dating, right? Mm-hmm. Like, because I think it's hard for us to flirt, and it's also hard for us to know when people are flirting with us. It's just, it's difficult. Like, where are my couples at?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Exactly. Sorry, folks. Yeah, all do. Dude, and being in New York too, that's like double whammy. Like, we're doing it. But you know, and I relate to this. Like, I'm horrible at flirting. I'm horrible at flirting. I can't do it. Like, I remember in 8th grade, me and my boyfriend, my first boyfriend, we were talking, and we're talking about having our first kiss. And he's saying, "You don't have the balls to kiss me tomorrow." I was like, okay. So I go up to him and I kiss him. And it was amazing. It was such a good kiss until I ruined it by saying the most unromantic, unsexy thing you could ever say after a kiss. I was like, "See, I have balls." And he's gay now. But I think it's my fault. It's my fault. No, but and even being an adult, like it gets no better. It gets no better. Like, I remember I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try the dating apps. You know, I'm trying them out. And I remember seeing someone who was just my ideal type, like, to a T. And so much so that I took a screenshot of their profile in case anyone asked me. I was gonna show them this picture. And then swiped, and we matched. We matched. I could have said anything, like, "Hey," or "You're cute." No. I said, "Thank the heavens. I thought I was gonna have to reverse image search you." Am I the medieval Tinder swindler? Like, what is going on? So yeah, he blocked me. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of dating apps. I'm done. Maybe I'll answer a couple like Insta DMs, you know. And there was one I hadn't responded to him in a while, right? And then I could have said anything like, "Oh, like, sorry, I've been busy. Like, how are you?" No. I said, "My sincerest and deepest apologies for the lag. I have not checketh upon my direct messages in a good long while, and feel deep remorse and regret for missing this. Anyways, how was your summer?" Am I autistic Shakespeare on LinkedIn? What are we doing? So he blocked me. He blocked me. Then I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just an in-person girl, you know? I'm an in-person girl. This is my time. This is gonna work. And I remember I was at this bar, and it was snowing outside, but it was really warm inside, right? And there was this dude, we were making eye contact, and I was like, I'm gonna make my move. And so he was wearing like a big, heavy winter coat, right? But it was hot in the bar. So I went up to him, and again, I could have said anything like, "Oh, it's hot in here, huh?" Or like, "You look warm." I went up to this man, and I said, "Are you sweating?" He didn't block me though. Because he didn't get my number. But a win is a win. A win is a win. But, you know, like, that's actually not how it worked. He actually was like, you know, yeah, a little bit. And then I was like, let me get a hit of that. Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. But, you know, it's like, I have had some experiences. I have had some dating experiences, right? Like, where are my Hispanics at? Make some noise. Okay. So I'm Hispanic as well, but I don't speak fluent Spanish, right? But I was talking to this guy who was. And I remember he would always look at me and be like, "Eres muy fea, you're so fea." And anything sounds sexy when you say it in Spanish. So I was like, yes, I am. And then after like the 5th time, he was like, "Chandra, like, do you know what that means?" And I was like, "See." And then I ran into the bathroom to Google Translate it. What does it mean?
You're ugly.
Ugly! My gringa ass was eating it up. So embarrassing. But that's the thing is, like, neurodivergence, like, we're not trying to, you know, we need people to be upfront with us. We're not trying to solve riddles. We're not trying to date Dr. Seuss, you know? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But New York. I love it. I love New York because we're such a diverse city, right? You know, but literally, like I was walking down the street the other day and I saw this white dude and I was like, yo, what's crack-a-lackin'? And he was like, girlfriend, financial security, a mom who loves me. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, what? You asked me what crack I was lacking. That's my best joke, by the way.